Hello YouTube, I hope that this video finds you guys doing well. We are officially in December and the holiday season is approaching, and I've had quite a few messages from people asking me what would be some good gift ideas for expats or people living abroad away from their family and things like that. And so I've put this video together, but I've really tried to think of very unique gifts, things that they wouldn't be expecting, things that are a little bit different. So I tried to use my newfound powers as a YouTuber to try and see if I could get you guys some discount links, and so I reached out to some of these brands, and some of them were lovely enough to say yes, we'll partner up with you on this video, and they've given me special discounts or codes that we can use, and others didn't get back to me. But if I do have a brand where I've got a special deal that I can share, I'll of course leave it in the description box down below. And without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so the first gift idea that I have for expats or people living abroad is something that I had a really positive experience with, and that is a DNA testing kit, and specifically the MyHeritage DNA kit. Actually, I've got a couple of them because I'm going to be giving them away as Christmas presents this year, and I will say no more because I don't want anyone watching to figure out what they're going to get. But the reason I think that this is a super cool idea as a gift is because I find that expats and people living abroad think about culture, and they think about origins, and they think about where am I from and what's important to me and why a lot. And the reason that they think about these things is because they're confronted with it on a daily basis. And what this test allows you to do is really break down your ethnic origins as such. So I actually did my own MyHeritage DNA test, and I was so surprised with the results. What? 53% Scandinavian. I'm too short to be Scandinavian. And so yeah, I think it could make a really fun idea and also open the person's mind who's living abroad, because maybe they classify themselves as, you know, like I am an American living in France, for example, but maybe they'll find out that actually they do have some French in them, or maybe their ancestors walked this land before them, and these kinds of things I think you'd appreciate knowing. So MyHeritage DNA were awesome enough to hook us up with free shipping if you use the code NOTEVENFRENCHH, and if you use the link down below, you are going to be directed automatically to the page that has the best promotion deal going on in the holiday period as well. So click the link below, don't forget to use my code for free shipping, and I think that will make an awesome gift idea. Now my next gift idea is to get jewelry, and jewelry's obviously been a classic gift since the beginning of time, but in particular get jewelry that's made locally where the person is living. So for example, in France, one of my favorite jewelry brands is Who We Are. And what I like about them, for example, is that everything that they do is made in France, and every time you make a purchase, they give back to French associations. It can be a huge range of associations, so the fight against cancer, it can be the protection of animals, it can be all sorts of things, but they've got this really great model where it's like you're kind of buying made in France and you're giving back to France, and at the same time their, you know, jewelry is very high quality, silver, gold plated. I'm actually wearing some of their jewelry for the video. So for example, this is a necklace from them, and this is one of their beautiful bracelets. If you guys were in France, you'd know this is very Parisian, this kind of style of jewelry. So if you guys know anyone living in France, or you want to give a France themed gift, they do ship worldwide. I've got a 20% off discount link. Thank you so much, Who We Are. I'll put that down in the description box below, as well as the links to the actual jewelry that I'm wearing. So hopefully this gives you guys a bit of inspiration about the kind of local jewelry that you can find and things that are actually made in the country in which the person's living. Another gift idea is to pay for a subscription to DropBox or Google Drive or one of those kind of sharing platforms so that they can upload all of their beautiful photos from both where they're living and wherever they're traveling to. Because something that I find really sad about expat life is that we've been to great places and we have amazing photos, but they just live dead on hard drive somewhere, and we very rarely you know, plug the physical hard drive in to go through them and look at them again. Whereas if they're just always there on the internet, ready to be looked at and ready to be shared with friends and family, it's much more interesting. Now, the next gift idea that I have is something that I invested in recently myself, but it is a big print from Mapiful, which is just over there on the wall actually behind me. The thing with Mapiful is that you go on a website and in literally less than a minute, you can design a poster, a beautiful poster. It can be from quite small to very large size about a place, any place in the world that's very special. They make maps. And so you can choose your design, your color, you can create really beautiful things. So obviously I have a map which is called Our Slice of Paris, and it's just a big poster of our neighborhood. And as it's a poster, you can just roll it up and take it with you easily when you travel. And so you could, for example, make the person living abroad a poster of their hometown, or a poster of where they went to school, or a poster of where they're living now, so that, you know, if they're going to move one day, they'll always have it with them. And you can get a 10% discount using the code EVENFRENCH10. So I'll of course put that in the description box. The next gift idea I had was maybe a little bit counterintuitive, let's say, but it's to offer to the expat or the person living abroad a local experience. Myself, for example, living in Paris, I am the last person to do any kind of touristy activity in Paris. We just get so caught up in the day-to-day. I'm busy at work, I come home tired, you know, I'm just doing grocery shopping and normal life stuff on the weekend. Once you get into life abroad, you don't really take the time to really make the most out of your new destination, not in the way that a tourist who has 1 week there, you know, would do so. And so I think a super cool gift idea could be booking a local experience, a local tour. Another thing you could do on this is to take a nice Airbnb or a hotel, so the person could actually leave home and almost have this kind of one night in Paris or one night in New York or one night in Singapore or wherever they are. And yeah, I think it's sometimes just nice to be able to step back and have a special moment or have a nice experience in the city that you're actually living in. The next gift idea I had is maybe for people that are a little bit more technical, because I myself don't really understand how it works fully, but you can purchase a subscription for a VPN, which allows you to watch TV, Netflix, that kind of thing, stream things from anywhere. So normally sites that are reserved for people in your country, for example, the US version of Netflix, I can't watch that because I'm based in France. But if I have a VPN, I can. From what I understand, it makes it seem to them like my IP address is based in the US and I can watch US Netflix or whatever. And that would be super cool to have because, for example, me, there are a lot of websites that put, you know, New Zealand television, news, that kind of thing, but it's always saying that it's not available in my location. It kind of sucks. Now, an alternative idea to the VPN service is an iTunes voucher, because there are loads of things on iTunes that you can purchase, movies, old series, that kind of stuff. The library just keeps getting bigger and bigger, and you can actually rent them or you can purchase them. And it's really good for language learning as well. So for example, I wanted to watch the movie Marie Antoinette, but in French. And so I was able to like rent it on iTunes for like three euros or something like that. And that's really cool as well. So it's kind of a double whammy because they can use it both for language learning if they need to, or watching movies, TV shows, that kind of stuff from home. And I also find that this is really cool to be able to show my French partner the movies that kind of marked me growing up, like really important, culturally important movies to know about, or childhood favorites even, that kind of thing. Another gift idea that I had was crowdfunding for the person a trip to come back home. There are so many different crowdfunding sites that you can use these days. You could maybe contact their closest friends on Facebook, their family members, all of that kind of thing, and everyone chips in a little bit, and then you are able to like give the person the money or a voucher, basically saying that they'll pay for your next trip home. So that's a super cool gift idea. Cool guys, so hopefully this gives you some kind of inspiration for some kind of unique gift ideas that you can give that expat in your life, the person living abroad. Let me know what your favorite gift idea was down in the comments below, or if you have a better gift idea, or if you have a gift idea that you think is absolutely awesome for this year, please share it down in the comments below so that we can all get a little bit of holiday shopping inspiration. And in classic YouTuber style, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with a friend if you think it could be useful for someone. And otherwise, I'll see you guys next video Wednesday on the Not Even French channel. A bientôt!